That is the most adorable little ROM! What kind of model is it? Where did you get it?
I found it.
It's so moe! Oh wow! You don't see a whole lot of those around. Must have taken ages to get that case looking that good, with a home printer too. I'm impressed. Anyway, what can I get you? A drink I can do, and I guess I have some time to talk. The protesters outside the clinic are driving off a lot of my regular customers.
I bet.
Filling up my bathroom too, jerks. So, what do you want to know?
Is that your climate control room outside?
It does a good job, huh? Yeah, that's mine. Well, technically, it's property of Hassie Holdings. We spent some mints on it, but the rest of the block helps pitch in for maintenance costs since I usually set it to patrol the whole area. You should check it out when we do Christmas in July.
Christmas in July, nice.
It can cover the whole street in snow, as long as it's cloudy enough to keep the sun off. Sort of like today.
Right.
Sorry, but that thing cost me way too many credits to let just anyone poke at it. I would need to see some serious credentials before I let you mess with it. You know, enough to make sure you can afford to replace it if you break it. Otherwise, no touching. Sorry. Otaku speak.
Mo.
I just mean he's really cute and lovable, and you kind of want to hug him forever, you know?
It's so Mo, yeah, the physical recoil, yeah.
A lot of otaku come around here, probably because I own the place. I'm used to being able to shoot my mouth off and not explain all the jargon.
Apparently in this future, the anime isn't banned in the United States.
Yeah, I know it's a bit out of fashion, but I'm a history buff. The past really gives context to stories of the present. You know what I mean? I've been to Tokyo twice already. The old otaku resist the new culture of the saishi in the same way their parents refuse to give up cassette tapes. Oh, sorry. The Saiba Shibito, the cyber death. In the early 21st century, Japan had an epidemic of chronic shut-ins, and the rise of direct link virtual reality only made that worse.
Yeah, that's probable actually.
Suddenly, people weren't just refusing to leave their rooms, they were refusing to leave their heads. But as the technology
One
got
day I'll
better,
go to
the
Japan,
Saishi
yeah.
were the first to figure out how to use their own brains to sculpt cyberspace. Computers are good at thinking in straight lines, but the human brain is capable of so much more. The best virtual landscapes, the most real VR dramas and games are created by the Saishi. Now, even if an earthquake or a meteor or whatever leveled Japan, they still have Neo Tokyo built on the VR net. But enough babbling. If you're interested, I'm sure you could find more out on the mesh, or use an induction helmet to visit Neo Tokyo yourself. It's a trip, especially for newbies. Okay.
Let's use the business card.
Dr. Yannick Fairlight. I've heard of him. Super rich guy? Used to own System 1?
Yep.
Why are you giving me his card?
Yes. He's getting on in years, and it would be useful for when he goes out and about.
Kyberslut Digimon games I really love. Yeah, sounds
That's why
like
we
it.
wanted to see it before.
Yeah, okay. I guess you can take a peek. Don't bust it, though. I scanned this card, and I swear if you break my ROM, I'll be calling your boss. Here's the RFID key to access it.
Thank you. This will surely be useful for our needs. Shall we go check it out? Are you sure you don't want another Cassie before you leave?
Okay, that's a window. How do we... Okay, leave.
This ROM has multiple different climate control settings.
Hurricane.
Maybe we could make things a little more festive. Christmas is my favorite season. Should I switch it to snow mode?
You didn't ask her name. Oh no. Oh no.
It's snowing? Okay, people, I for one didn't bring any winter wear. Let's call it a day for now.
Yeah, Kristen's my baby Turing. Yeah.
Excellent work! While I still have doubts about the moral superiority of using subterfuge to disperse a protest, we at least accomplished our goal peacefully. And to be frank, considering how the human revolution is clearly working against my personal interests, I won't waste many clock cycles puzzling that ethical quandary out. Might I draw your attention to those youths over yonder?
Yeah, okay.
Counterculture clothing, obvious bad attitudes, and graffiti paraphernalia. Those could be our suspects who damaged my home in the name of revolution. Right. We should approach them cautiously as to not start a confrontation with the wrong individual. They may even point us to the true culprits. Oh no, they've noticed our attentions. Come along, maybe we can catch them.
Okay, that's a sus. Okay.
We'll never catch them on foot. Hold on, I'm calling for an auto cab of our own. I know it seems a great deal of trouble for such a tenuous lead, but I have a hunch about them. The wicked flee when no man pursueth. The auto cab is estimated to take 5 minutes to arrive. We'll never be able to engage in pursuit fast enough to catch up to them. Perhaps we should call Tomcat. Maybe they can do some bit of techno-wizardry and stop that cab. Excellent! Hold on while I connect us.
Howdy, folks. How's the search for the data cache going?
Actually, that's what we're calling about, Tomcat. We may have located the perpetrators, but they eluded us and are making their escape in an auto cab. We attempted to use a cab of our own to tail them, but it hasn't arrived and they're getting away. Can you hack the cab and stop it?
No can do, little guy.
Erin Yvette is the voice actress of the Tomcat.
Security on those cabs is tight, and the dang thing will shut down its external net connection long before I get in.
Okay, how about traffic lights?
Unless... Oh, I have an idea. Sit tight for just a sec.
Super hacker.
Alright, I went faster than spit on a skillet. I did a job a few years back and had to break into the city's central traffic network.
Yep, of
Do
course.
me a favor and don't ask why. The back door I drilled into that long ago is still wide open. I'm logging into the traffic management system now. Wait. Oh, shit. They may not have fixed that back door, but they did install a new counter-intrusion VI. Oh, the damn thing is hot on my tail. I gotta take care of this VI. I'm gonna need the two of you to handle the traffic system. Turing, I'm passing control to you. Hold tight. I'm gonna be doing some 2 sets of hands on 1 keyboard kind of hacking. Just push on the map and load it up on Turing's face. Sorry, Turing.
Okay, so let's take the long
Here's how it
route
works.
around.
Use your display map to keep track of their cab. You can trigger traffic nodes. You just gotta make sure to... You can trigger any node on the map. I'd say you'll have time for 2.
Our top priority is to... I'll mark the southern... We only have time to... We shouldn't block the route back here. We have... Once you get them back here, press the big button on top...
Turn, I can't have you talking. It's messing with the signal.
It's up to you now. Don't let those punks escape, and don't trap... We can access any of... Got it?
Let's... Okay, it's going that way. Now they are boxed in. Do you need to corral them in?
We've got them now.
Okay, now we
Let's
got
go.
them.
I
Apparently
guess we'll
that's
stop them.
going to
Then
branch
we can
out.
interrogate the miscreants.
The story will branch out if you don't stop them.
What the hell do you want? Who do you think you're messing with, huh? You ain't got nothing on us, and if you don't get out of my way, I'll mess you up.
Hey, what do you think we should do? We haven't observed them doing anything illegal, and we could potentially make this go over smoothly. Or we could share news of this encounter with Lexi before things get out of hand.
Ah,
These two seem agitated already, and it may be best to make sure they're handled by the appropriate authority. Those are the options I deduced. Questions or cops. It's up to you. How do you want to do this?
I think I'm going to talk with them.
We just have a few questions for you, sirs. If you'd be so kind as to give us a few minutes of your time.
Did you not hear what I...
Maybe we should just answer their questions. I mean, we didn't do anything wrong, right?
Right! We ain't got nothing to hide!
Smart choice.
We're newbie street artists.
Paint any houses lately?
These are the tools of our trade!
These These are all above board and legal. We just got done making a piece for a client.
That's right. We're artists. You a cop? 'Cause if you ain't, we ain't got nothing in the bag. Running? Who was I running from? You calling me a coward?
I don't think that's what they were insinuating.
Right. We just got places to get to, and gotta go fast. You're holding us up.
Enough! Stop assuming you can misdirect us with blustery words and feigned ignorance. I've matched the hues of those paints and the patterns of the bottom of your shoes with 95% accuracy to the scene of Hayden Webber's apartment.
Okay, interesting.
Now tell us what you were doing there and why you stole Hayden's data cache.
Now you're accusing us of stealing? Why, I oughta...
Chad, I think they're onto us.
Chad.
Maybe we just answer their questions so they don't go to the cops?
Damn it, Oliver! I told you I'm Starfucker now!
Right.
I only went along with this because you said we would go to a movie afterwards. I don't even care about this human revolution stuff. Just because you're dad.
Don't talk about my dad. Fine. Whatever. We'll answer your friggin' questions. Aw, man. No big reason. I mean, he's a big hotshot researcher at Parallax, right? We heard a rumor his place was empty. Who's gonna pass up a sweet target like that? We don't need any more of this tech shit, like your lippy Rom over there. I told you we didn't steal nothing!
Be quiet, Chad. I don't want to go to juvie. Here, you can have it.
Oh, they had a data chest. Okay.
Okay, well, thanks for giving it back.
Yeah, whatever. Just get out of my way.
We hope you find that Hayden guy. And we're real sorry. We weren't trying to hurt anyone.
All right, let's go catch that movie.
Great! Can we get dinner first?
Sure, whatever you want.
That's not right. I'm certain I deactivated snow mode. Incoming call from Tomcat.
Hey, folks. Jess just called and told me she has a clear way to the access node. She'll get you inside, and I'll walk you through connecting me so I can access the Parallax network. That should help our hunt. Did you get the data cache?
Yep. Now we did.
Yes, those punks happen to have it.
Oh, great. We don't have time to worry about it right now, though. Go to Stardust and drop it off with Majid for me, okay? He'll hold it to pass on to me once I get there. I managed to trigger an alert within Parallax's network security, and they're gonna be moving their logs from one secure server to another. I need y'all in place of that access node before they do. No time for lollygagging.
No problem, Tomcat. We'll make our way there directly after we return to Stardust. We can worry about the weather ROM's malfunction later. Let's go. Our mission for Jess is done.
Okay, now this is proceeding.
Welcome to Stardust.
There's Majid. We should leave this data cache with him first, like Tomcat asked.
All right! Tomcat asked me to take that off your hands and pass it on to them later. Thanks for getting it to me. I won't pester you about what it is. I know things are always very hush-hush with Tomcat. I'll make sure they get it later today.
Excellent. Thank you.
You again? All right, I'll let you in. But you better stay out of trouble.
Hey, I heard from my friends down the street that the protesters are gone.
Yeah, they are
Must've
chilling.
been you, huh? Alright then. I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt and return the favor. Tomcat said that if you got to an old abandoned access node, you might be able to find out what happened to Hayden. I called up a buddy who's on night shift for Parallax tonight. He can buzz you in, but if anything happens, you broke in. This puts us at about even. Don't think about drawing any more debits for a while. Good luck. Keep me out of your shit.
Dog badge.
This is the place Tomcat said we should head to.
Okay.
Unassuming and quiet. I'll be honest, I don't think I would be in this section of the city without Jess giving us the all clear. The crime statistics are quite alarming, so let us get done with our errand here and move on to safer ground. I am no coward. I resent the accusation. After all, I didn't see you arguing against doing that favor for Jess in the first place. But I don't feel like debating the merits of being prudent with you. Tomcat is waiting for us, and maybe we can wrap this whole investigation up once and for all.
Yep, in a dog patch. I'll save if there's like these critical moments. Street art.
You know, right after we found Hayden's apartment
How long
in such
you are
disarray,
planning to
I started
stream
looking into
today?
graffiti and street art
Like
more thoroughly.
only half an hour more. I think this is like on the last leg, but there might be like a still third chapter basically in this game.
I have never much considered doing any of it myself, but it seems like an interesting avenue to pursue once I move beyond abstract expressionism. The simpler tags, visual shoutings of identity and existence, they exhibit a feeling I can sympathize with, but it's these larger pieces, riots of petty vandalism is beneath me, but there are other avenues for the practice. For example, did you know that Los Angeles in the mid-2030s legalized the tagging of mural-style street art on any building without requiring permission from the owner or city? It was chaos of the highest degree for a while, but now the place is truly remarkable. Perhaps I will visit once this is all done with. Ah, I hadn't even noticed. Do you have much experience with gonzo journalism yourself, reporting after or during direct participation? If you do end up writing on this experience, whatever you produce would be the very definition of it. You're too close to be objective now, and you're a key subject in this event. It doesn't seem to be your usual style, but you couldn't go another route at this point, and you're in the clear as you didn't instigate the situation. I've never had much interest in the practice, but spending so much time around you has taught me to look at events in a different light, perhaps only because I can verify your personal experiences as fact. Sorry, I'm rambling again, aren't I? And we're on a schedule. I don't even want to think about this. What if we don't find Hayden? What if we do? My memory processors are shot from the stress of the past day. It's already taken a toll on... But never mind. Let's find that access node. Let's find Hayden. I've taken a few photos of this I'm going to show it to Hayden.
Parallax Walk, AN-19 security.
Hello?
Yes, can I help you? I was wondering when you'd get there.
Yeah, we have a branch of it, yes.
You're at the access node on Cesar Chavez in Indiana, right?
That's right.
Good. Be quick. Don't touch anything. Got it? This conversation never happened. And you're on your own if you get caught out there. I hope you find what you're looking for.
This is it. Let's go inside, and I'll call Tomcat. This place doesn't look like it's had any maintenance in years. I hope the systems are still functional. Oh, I forgot you can't see in darkness. Maybe that switch over there adjusts the lighting. Oh, Tomcat is pinging us, forwarding video and audio.
Howdy! Y'all at the access node? I'm set to slice in once Turing makes physical access.
Of course, Tomcat. Just walk me through how to connect myself, and I'll give you the necessary system permissions to use me as an interface.
Just patch yourself into the links terminal down there, and I should be able to get started.
So basically, the Turing is like a walking antenna
Connecting wirelessly to it.
for wireless in the internet. So
Permissions granted. Please be careful in there.
Don't worry, though. I'm an old hand at this. You won't notice a thing. One sec. Oh, shoot. Y'all have a bit more to do before I can get the info we need. This system's still running on old cassettes, and the recall slot is empty. Can't call up Hayden's info file without it. There should be a cassette on the opposite side of the wall we can overwrite with the recall program. Pretty sure all that one was used for was phone monitoring. You know, from back when phone networks were separate from data networks. I swear, y'all, I just turned 22. Anyways, we need to move that cassette across the room to access the records. Figure out how to do that, and hit me back up when you've done it.
Loose wires, be careful!
Nice job! I'm gonna put some more pressure on them to move the data now, and we'll see if we can't slurp it right out of this network trunk. You would have thought that someone would have noticed and decommissioned this access node when the neighborhood went to hell, but this mouse is happy to play while the cat is away.
Yep.
Way back when I was a youngin', when I first hacked into Parallax's network, I mostly did it to make a point, yeah? They were just about to launch the MeshNet system, and I wanted to show the whole darned world that their security had more holes in it than Swiss cheese. Of course, I wasn't too shy about poking in a few more holes of my own devising while I was there. After putting in some more tricky software backdoors, I went ahead and deleted this access node off the maintenance schedule. Then I reassigned the guy who was supposed to keep an eye on it to a different location. They were in the process of buying up a whole gaggle of these nodes in preparation to set up a private network for themselves. All just to use for the meshnet launch. Maybe a little too confident of them. Most of the software holes have been patched out as they've upgraded their network, but this whole place is just as forgotten as I left it. I've been targeting one of their data centers with a botnet-driven DDoS attack, hitting every port into its network that I can find. Ain't likely to do much, but toss in a few attempts to crack the firewall and their VIs are shitting bricks. It's standard procedure for them to move their sensitive data to a different data center in case the attacker actually gets in. Make enough noise and it'll scare them enough into taking some defensive action, which is
interesting.
where we want them. The files are more vulnerable in transit. Now y'all just hold tight. I'll be done with this lickety-split. Surveillance camera footage. Oh, God. Oh, Turing. I'm so sorry.
What?
What is it, Tomcat?
What?
What did you find?
He's gone, Turing.
Of course he's gone, Tomcat. That's why we're here.
Shit. I mean, he's gone, Turing. Hayden is dead.
Well, that obviously isn't right, Tomcat.
Well, shit.
Why would they kill him? Can you send me the relevant files? You must have missed something.
I don't think you should see it, but if you're sure. Parallax had security cam footage from the hallway outside Hayden's apartment encrypted on their network. It looks like Hayden started to struggle with a couple of big dudes when they broke through the door and one of them shot him. I also found some chatter about it on some darknet channels. It wasn't a kidnapping. Somebody went there to murder him. I'm so damn sorry.
Thank you for your assistance in this matter, Tomcat. I think I'll walk back to the apartment. I need some time to run some calculations about this new scenario. If you'll excuse me.
Should you follow them? If you say so. Yeah, I'm gonna keep digging through this data until they kick me out of the system. I'll try to find some kind of lead on why this whole thing started in the first place. Maybe I can find something out about who killed Hayden and why Parallax has a copy of the footage. It ain't much of a silver lining, but we have the answer on Hayden's fate. Maybe it's time to call it quits. Anyway, I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, chapter 3. Good time to actually end.
Oh, you're back. You know, Hayden was a brilliant programmer, far ahead of his time. I am a machine, and intrinsically, I do not have all the glands and visceral chemical reactions that make humans so emotional and brilliant. But his code is a flawless replication of that, inside my own personality algorithms. I don't think I've ever felt this anger. It fouls my processors and fills my RAM with frustrating, half-finished plans of revenge. My motherboard burns in my casing from how little I can rest. I'm in pain, and I can't make it go away. I do not like the thoughts I'm having about the people who did this to him. I can disable those modules, but if I turn off every emotion I don't want to feel, what does that make me? Would I still be me? If I were human, turning off my emotions would be seen as extremely unhealthy. There is a wealth of information on the meshnet about human psychology. I just don't know how much of it applies to myself. Either way, Hayden deserves my grief. It is my way of honoring him. It may be the only way I can. I offer it freely. Did you see the jade plant? Its death is unfortunate.
Okay.
But fitting. Yet another thing to be guilty for. Will you keep helping me? I need you. To find the bastards who killed my progenitor. I need to finish this. I don't know what I'll do afterwards, but I need to see this through. Justice. Yes, good. I knew you'd keep me from losing myself in this. Let's make sure they have the appropriate time to atone for their crimes in prison. Even if it takes the rest of their lives. I think for now we should keep knowledge of Hayden's death between you, Tomcat, and I. It may give us an edge if the people we seek don't know how much we've already discovered. We'll talk after you've had some time to rest. You likely need sleep, and I need some time too. I need some time. Good morning. I trust you. I had ample time to recharge my internal batteries. It is upsetting that Hayden is gone. But life for the rest of us goes on, yes? We still have a mystery to unravel, and I will waste no further processing time over something I cannot There is no point. Now that we are both refreshed, I feel it wouldn't hurt to recap our progress and determine if
I'm worried about him. Yeah, I'm worried about him as well.
Let's talk about how things are going so far. Since your journalistic efforts are a big part of why I originally recruited you, we can start there. So far, I might have expected a more inquisitive nature with those we meet, especially on a strong lead. People will listen to you more than they will me, so it's important to dig deep when possible. You're diligent in your day-to-day work as well, which further grounds my hope in you. Let's pick up the pace a little in this regard, then. Your strong investigative prowess will prove invaluable. Don't forget that. Beyond journalistic persistence, let's take a look at how we've performed in other responsibilities. Specifically, our choices in overcoming obstacles.
Okay, so we get a review.
Our first major hurdle proved challenging, but we made use of our surroundings and found a creative avenue. Furthermore, I am pleased with your utilization of non-violent methods. Eliminating any excessive risk should allow us to move swiftly. Finally, I was quite impressed by your ability to adapt on the fly, as they say, and perform so well when thrust into a sudden situation. Lastly, I'd like to discuss how we're getting along with our companions and allies along the way. It's important. I was very impressed with your negotiation abilities with those kids. We got our data cache, and they went on their way, and hopefully learned a lesson too. Jess is a bit of a harder read,
Yep.
but she
Hard
did agree
case.
to help us out in a big way. As long as her brash nature doesn't tempt you to lash out, I think things will go smoothly. Detective Rivers was good to involve as well, and I can tell you enjoy having a familiar face around. she could prove to be our greatest aid, as long as we make it worth her time. No funny business. Tomcat seems to genuinely care for our cause, and I have no trouble with letting their expertise guide us. Out of everyone else, they seem to be easiest to get along with, too. And finally, you and I. I must say, we have worked together better than I ever expected. I hope you feel the same. I feel confident in our combined ability, and I enjoy your company as well. Please, continue showing me around the city as we continue our search. Unfortunately, we've just about run out of leads. Perhaps Tomcat was able to find something of use in Parallax's network while they were inside. I hope so, but I feel a little bad for relying on them as much as we do. Always going so far for Hayden. They must have been close. Oh, speaking of them, incoming call from Tomcat. Forwarding video and audio.
Morning. Turing, how you been doing, hon?
I'm fine, Tomcat. Thank you for your concern.
Well, okay. Just say the word if I can help out in any way. You hear?
Of course. In fact, I was hoping you might have a lead for us to start working at. Otherwise, we're down to canvassing Hayden's address book and seeing if any of his contacts have an idea about who might have had a desire to target him. But that's just fishing in the dark.
Well, I pulled a fair amount of data from the Parallax servers before they managed to kick me out, but it'll take me a while to go through it. A lot of it's unrelated. TPS reports, maintenance logs. Juicy meat for other corporations, but about as useful as dirt to us. It'll take me a while to decrypt all of Hayden's files, but maybe we'll find something there. So, no, I don't have as much as a whiff of a trail on who's behind this. Though, I recently got a strange request from a friend of a friend.
Okay.
Someone's been messing with the articles of a news organization named Augmented Eye. It seems like the network security head there's asking around for cybercrackers to help figure out how their reports are getting changed. The original files on their servers are untouched. In their system, everything looks peachy keen. But when you view the site from the outside of the network, things are changed up. A word here, phrase there. It's subtle, but often has a big impact on the article's tone. Someone with deep access to Parallax's meshnet is changing what's being shown. I ain't sure if it's related, but maybe y'all can head down to the main KCOB offices and try talking to the gal that runs Augmented Eye. Her name is Zim. I ain't got the time or the desire to stick my nose that far out for a stranger, but it seems like your kind of deal.
It does seem to be a bit of a stretch. But if we have to wait for you to work on the data we've collected anyway...
Alright, I'll pass the word along that you'll be in sometime today to stick your noses in. And I'll send y'all word as soon as I get anything worth hunting down.
Excellent. Thank you, Tomcat. We are grateful for your continued assistance.
No problem, Turing. Are you sure you're gonna be okay? Maybe you should take a little more time. You've been through some shit in the past few days.
I said I was fine. Thank you for your concern, but I am fine. I have already handled the reality of Hayden's death. It's time to move on with the investigation.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to step on you. I'm just worried. So, I'm here if you need anything.
Understood. I apologize for my tone, Tomcat. We'll be in touch.
Alright, later, Turing.
Okay, we have a lead, however tenuous. I've highlighted the COS-IO Corp office building on your map. Also, while we were talking to Tomcat, I received an email from Dr. Fairlight. Displaying.
Greetings. I hope you'll forgive me for a voice-only message, but I'm undergoing my treatment and would not call myself presentable for a video call. Still, I wanted to inform you of an idea I had while looking into our mutual acquaintance's disappear. I haven't had any luck with my contacts inside Parallax, but I was reminded of an old friend by the name of Melody Flores, who may know more about the nature of Hayden's research. She's the owner of Flower Cybernetics, and Hayden has been known to work closely with them on projects involving the intersection of Parallax's systems and the implants that Flower designs. Melody and I are no longer on speaking terms, so I'm afraid I can't introduce you. But perhaps the intrigue of Hayden's little robot will get you entry into her home. I hope this lead serves you well.
So we have 2 leads now.
Anything else from me, I will be in and out of the hospital room where we met for the next few days. I will send word if I have any other insights or discoveries. Yours, Dr. Yannick Fairlight.
Interesting. I had no knowledge of Hayden ever working with Flower Cybernetics, but now I'm starting to understand just how little I really knew about his research. Maybe this Melody can reveal more about the purposes of my construction. Hayden must have kept my development secret for a reason. Hopefully we can talk our way in. I have highlighted Melody's home on your map. Okay, we can now either follow Tomcat's lead to KCOB, or Fairlight's lead to Melody's home. Up to you where to go first. Tomcat's led us in the right direction so far, but Fairlight has resources and his tip might end up being more relevant. It depends on what you want our focus to be on in terms of tracking Hayden's trail. Should we follow the media or the tech? It's fitting. They're the 2 factors that make NeoSF so unique and wonderful. If we explore them both to the fullest, there's no way we won't be closer to the answer.
So about Turing. So if we think Turing as a child, then there's like some extra criteria we need to think about. But point is that even in a murder mystery, there's usually like a murder, and then it's the whole episode is taking place when they research the murder. That's also like a 7 from the Finnish Age Rating. So I think the death of the parent is like a universal fear of the children. So even this goes like a 7. So we could like add some mild anxiety to this, but I don't think the age rating has grown, because it needs to be like much more serious to warrant that 12 age rating. Relatively intense threat of violence, death and description, cruelty, treatment or mental suffering. I don't think we are there yet. So my opinion is still like this is 7. Age rating would be like, proper age rating would be like 7 for the 2064 $3 only memory. But anyway, I suppose we are going to continue this on next weekend as well. So anyway, hey, thanks for watching. If you are watching this on YouTube, please like and subscribe. If you are watching on Twitch, throw me a shout at some point. Anyway, hey, have a nice evening. Bye.